Some places on Earth are so dangerous, secretive, or sensitive that stepping inside them is strictly forbidden. Not because they don't exist, but because you are not allowed to see them. Governments deny access. Militaries enforce boundaries. Nature itself makes some places nearly impossible to reach. And what makes these locations fascinating isn't just that they're off-limits, it's why. Here are 10 real forbidden places you can't visit, and the unbelievable truths behind them. Number 10, Area 51, United States. For decades, Area 51 was one of the world's worst-kept secrets, and yet officially, it didn't exist. Located deep within Nevada's remote desert, this highly restricted U.S. Air Force facility remained absent from public records until 2013, when the CIA declassified documents confirming its role in testing advanced military aircraft. The base played a critical role during the Cold War, particularly in the development of the U-2 spy plane, which could fly higher than any known aircraft at the time, confusing both civilians and foreign intelligence agencies. The area surrounding the base is known as restricted airspace, permanently closed to civilian aircraft. On the ground, motion sensors, surveillance cameras, and armed security patrols monitor the perimeter continuously. Warning signs explicitly state that deadly force may be authorized against intruders. Trespassing can lead to immediate arrest, heavy fines, and long-term federal consequences. While popular culture links Area 51 to aliens and UFOs, no credible evidence supports extraterrestrial activity. What is real is the extreme secrecy. Even today, the U.S. government refuses to disclose full details of the technologies tested there. Satellite imagery is limited, and employees are bound by lifelong confidentiality agreements. Area 51 isn't forbidden because of what's rumored. It's forbidden because of what governments won't explain. Number 9. Snake Island, Brazil. Off the coast of Brazil lies one of the most dangerous islands on Earth, Ilha da Queimada Grande, commonly known as Snake Island. This small, forested landmass is forbidden to the public by the Brazilian government, and for good reason. The island is home to the golden lancehead viper, a critically endangered species whose venom is among the most potent of any snake in the world. Scientists estimate that in some areas, there may be one snake per square meter, making accidental encounters almost unavoidable. The golden lancehead evolved in isolation after rising sea levels separated the island from mainland Brazil thousands of years ago. With no natural predators and limited prey, its venom became exceptionally powerful, capable of killing small animals and potentially humans within a short time. Historical records suggest that fishermen who ignored warnings and landed on the island often did not survive. Civilian access is strictly prohibited. Only authorized researchers are permitted to visit, and even then, they must be accompanied by medical professionals due to the extreme risk. There are no tourist paths, no settlements, and no rescue infrastructure. Snake Island remains untouched, not because of mystery or secrecy, but because nature itself has made it nearly uninhabitable. It stands as a rare example of a place where humans stepped back and allowed evolution to rule undisturbed. Number 8. North Sentinel Island, India. North Sentinel Island is one of the last places on Earth completely untouched by modern civilization. Located in the Andaman Sea, the island is home to the Sentinelese, an indigenous tribe believed to have lived in isolation for over 60,000 years. Unlike many isolated groups, the Sentinelese have consistently and violently rejected contact with outsiders, attacking approaching boats and aircraft. To protect both the tribe and outsiders, the Indian government has declared the island and surrounding waters a strict exclusion zone. Approaching within several kilometers is illegal. The reasoning is not political, it is biological. The Sentinelese have no immunity to common diseases like influenza or measles, meaning even brief contact could wipe out the entire population. In 2018, an American man illegally traveled to the island attempting missionary contact. He was killed shortly after landing. Authorities did not recover his body, respecting the non-interference policy. North Sentinel Island is forbidden not because of what it hides, but because the modern world has chosen rarely to leave something completely alone. It is a living time capsule of humanity's earliest existence. Number 7. Vatican Apostolic Archives, Vatican City. Formerly known as the Vatican Secret Archives, the Vatican Apostolic Archives house one of the most important historical document collections in the world. Stretching over 50 miles of shelving, the archives contain correspondence, trial records, papal decrees, and state documents dating back more than 1,200 years. Despite popular imagination, the word secret originally meant private, not hidden or sinister. Public access is strictly forbidden. Only a limited number of qualified scholars are granted entry each year, and even then, access is highly controlled. Researchers must submit detailed proposals, are allowed to view only specific materials, and may request just a few documents per day. Inside are original records from events that shaped global history, including letters from monarchs, documents from the trial of Galileo, and diplomatic communications involving wars, excommunications, and political alliances. While conspiracy theories claim the archives contain proof of aliens or suppressed knowledge, no verified evidence supports these claims. What is real is the immense power of information and the Vatican's careful control over it. Number 6. Lascaux Caves, France. Discovered in 1940, the Lascaux Caves contain some of the most detailed prehistoric cave paintings ever found, estimated to be over 17,000 years old. The artwork depicts animals, hunting scenes, and symbols created by early humans using natural pigments. Initially open to the public, the caves attracted thousands of visitors each year. However, by the early 1960s, scientists noticed something alarming. Carbon dioxide from visitors' breath, combined with bacteria and fungi brought in on clothing and shoes, began damaging the paintings. Colors faded. Mold spread. The artwork, having survived millennia, was deteriorating within decades. In 1963, the French government permanently closed the caves. Today, even minimal human presence risks irreversible damage. Exact replicas were constructed nearby, so visitors could still experience the art without harming the originals. The real caves remain sealed, protected from humanity itself. They are forbidden not because they are dangerous, but because they are fragile beyond repair. Number 5. Pripyat, Ukraine. Pripyat was once a thriving Soviet city built to house workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. In April 1986, everything changed. After a catastrophic reactor explosion at Chernobyl, radioactive material spread across the region. Within 36 hours, the entire city of nearly 50,000 people was evacuated. Residents were told they would return in a few days. They never did. Today, Pripyat remains largely off-limits. While controlled tours are allowed in certain parts of the Chernobyl exclusion zone, many buildings and areas are still strictly forbidden due to unstable structures and lingering radiation hotspots. Some zones remain unsafe even decades later. Inside abandoned schools, hospitals, and apartment blocks, personal belongings still sit where they were left. Books, toys, photographs, and furniture frozen in time. Radiation levels vary dramatically from one location to another, making unrestricted access extremely dangerous. Pripyat stands as a real-world reminder of how technological failure can erase an entire city almost overnight. It is forbidden not by secrecy, but by invisible danger that still hasn't fully faded. Number 4. Svalbard Global Seed Vault, Norway. Hidden deep within a mountain on a remote Arctic island, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault is one of the most important facilities on Earth, and the public is not allowed inside. Often called the Doomsday Vault, it stores backup copies of seeds from nearly every country, preserving global crop diversity in case of war, climate collapse, or natural disaster. The vault is engineered to survive extreme scenarios, including earthquakes, rising sea levels, and even nuclear conflict. It is buried more than 100 meters into solid rock, protected by thick concrete and steel doors. Only authorized personnel and representatives from depositing countries can access the vault, and even then, only under strict conditions. In 2015, seeds from the vault were withdrawn for the first time to help rebuild agricultural stock after the Syrian civil war. This proved the vault's real-world purpose. It is forbidden not because it hides secrets, but because it safeguards the future of human food supply itself. Number 3. Mezhgorye, Russia. Mezhgorye is a closed city in Russia that does not appear on most maps and cannot be visited without special government permission. Established during the Soviet era, the city remains heavily restricted today. Foreigners are completely banned, and Russian citizens require official authorization to enter. The city is believed to support military installations near Mount Yamantau, a massive mountain long suspected of housing underground facilities. While Russian authorities have never publicly confirmed the purpose of the site, satellite imagery shows extensive construction, tunnels, and infrastructure inconsistent with civilian use. Some analysts believe the area may be linked to nuclear command bunkers or strategic military storage. Others suggest it serves as a continuity of government location in the event of large-scale conflict. What is confirmed is that Mezhgorye operates under strict secrecy, with limited communication and controlled movement. Its forbidden status exists because even acknowledging its true function could reveal sensitive national defense information. Number 2. Poveglia Island, Italy. Just a short distance from Venice lies Poveglia Island, one of the most restricted and controversial locations in Europe. The island was once used as a quarantine station during outbreaks of the Black Plague, where thousands of infected individuals were sent to die. Historical records indicate that mass graves were created and cremations were carried out on site. In the 20th century, a psychiatric hospital was built on the island, but it was later abandoned. While rumors exaggerate events that occurred there, official records confirm high mortality and neglect during its medical use. Today, the island is closed to the public due to structural instability and safety concerns. Despite occasional government attempts to lease or sell Poveglia, no long-term development has succeeded. The island remains empty, decaying, and inaccessible. Its forbidden status is grounded in history, safety risks, and unresolved legal issues, not legend. Number 1. Ise Grand Shrine Inner Sanctum, Japan. The Ise Grand Shrine is the most sacred site in Shinto religion, dedicated to the sun goddess Amaterasu. While the outer areas are accessible, the inner sanctum is strictly forbidden to the public. Only high-ranking Shinto priests and members of Japan's imperial family are permitted to enter. What makes Ise truly unique is its tradition of reconstruction. Every 20 years, the shrine is completely rebuilt using ancient methods and materials, a ritual practiced for over 1,300 years. This represents renewal, purity, and continuity. No photographs exist of the inner sanctuary. No detailed descriptions are publicly shared. The restriction is not enforced by guards or weapons, but by religious law and cultural respect. This place remains forbidden not because of danger or secrecy, but because its value lies in what is never seen. These places exist. They're documented. And yet, most humans will never step inside them. Not because they're fake, but because some truths, some dangers, and some histories are never meant to be touched. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world's forbidden places, subscribe for more mystery, history, and real-world secrets. And tell me in the comments which place shocked you the most.